live. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are chilling. I know I am. Happy Friday. Listen, I wanted to get on here and just speak to you guys briefly. I got a bunch of videos I got to start rolling out. But, you know what I mean? Today I was chilling and I was just hanging out with my cousin for a little while, man. I was supposed to go over there the other night, hang out with him and some of the friends, and I guess some females he had over. But you know, it's weird, man. I didn't have any gas. Went to the local gas station, it's supposed to be 24 hours, and all the pumps were shut down. Hey, you know me, I take things as a sign. So I was just like, whatever. So I waited until, early in the AM, around 10 or 11, went over there, and, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I did. Because if I went over there at night, I probably would have been paying attention to the chicks or whatever that the night type of conversation would have been, instead of the conversation that I had instead with my cousin, where he put me onto a bunch of game. And now I see exactly the reason why. You know what I mean? I went over there, or I just felt like, I should go on over there and hang out with my cousin. He's right. And I've been thinking, lately, after this divorce, I'm like, man, I gotta get, what I'm saying, everything squared away. And when you have land and whatever, I gotta get her name taken off, and you gotta pay your property taxes, yearly and stuff. And I'm like tired of that, right? And I'm just like, talking to him about it, and he's like, you don't have to pay property tax. And he went talking to me about being a veteran, and one of the, and I was like, I didn't even know that. He was like, yeah, man, the two properties that you can keep for tax free or have for tax free, and you two homes. So I'm like, dang, man. So like, what I mean? Like once I thought of that, well, I'm like, okay, now it's time for me to get her name taken off there, pay these taxes. Then I went over to my cousin. He had the solution for the tax thing, and also on top of that, right now. So, he's showing me how to invest and some stuff that he's doing, where you can make good residual income. And I'm just like, what I mean, learning a bunch of game. And then he bought a bunch. He's a passport bro, been doing it for years, right? Before it was like a big thing on the internet. And he was telling me about the process, and you know what I'm saying? He's about to start vlogging over there. He has a girlfriend in the Philippines, but he's planning on moving to Thailand, um, because like I've said before, which is, hey, listen, even if you don't, you still won't have the ability when you're a retired businessman to drink and smoke whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Or smoke if you want to. Not necessarily saying that you have to, but I'm not going to be in a country where it's illegal completely. I love the Philippines, but they got to change some things. You know what I'm saying? Thailand's got it going on. You know what I mean? I can make some, you know what I mean? Listen, anyway, we're bouncing business ideas around, and we're talking about, like, because he's going to move over there before I do, because he's already pretty much established. And then that way he can kind of, help me in the process when I get over there and tell me where to, you know what I mean? So, and what it did was he was on the phone with his Filipina girlfriend, and it reminded me of back in the day with my ex. Like when we first got together, I used to work at a job that was an hour and 30 minutes away. And I know you're like, or maybe an hour and 45. I know y'all were like, oh, what are you doing working a job? I was getting paid $110,000, you know what I'm saying, a year. Of course I'm gonna drive all the way out there. But anyway, back, I'm telling you, most women do care about you to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying, at some point in time during a relationship. So this is when she actually kind of liked me. She would, sit on the phone with me and FaceTime me all the way to work. And she'd fall asleep and I just watch her sleep or whatever and drive to work, right? Yeah, I appreciated that. I appreciated that a lot. And that's what she was doing, right? That's what his girlfriend was doing, and she was like watching him and smiling and stuff. Like when women really like you, they're like watching you and just watching your face or whatever move. They just be smiling and stuff. And she was watching him talk to me, cheesing, and like during the days and nighttime over there for them. So she was falling asleep, and he just is that, I don't know, man. It was like just that fresh puppy love type stuff, and she's like 26, 27. You gotta smash that like button. Um, he went through a divorce and he's a veteran as well. So, being a combat veteran, going through divorce, and then now he done found, what I'm saying, a girlfriend over there in the Philippines, and they're talking about moving to Thailand together and stuff like that. But he's talking the right kind of way. He's talking about, the kind of things I want to hear, like get a business started up in, the Philippines and in Thailand and stuff like that. So I'm like, bouncing ideas around about that kind of stuff. I like people that think like that are forward thinking like that. Like he put me onto another camera I'm probably gonna buy. Some DJI camera or whatever. It's pretty dope. Um, Gonna get that thing next month, man. If not this month. And he was discussing like vlog ideas because he watches my content and he notices sometimes when I'm using my phone or whatever that if I'm walking a certain kind of way, like the camera kind of goes up and down. And he's like, "Well, this it's going to stabilize it." So because he noticed in some of my videos when I'm moving or walking a certain way, it's like I'm just gliding, right? And he's like, with this, it'll look the stabilizer like I'm gliding all the time. So I'm just, listening to the ideas, taking the recommendations. And look, man, I have no problem. I told you guys when I vet somebody and they seem like they qualify to give me advice, I'm humble as hell. I was there for 5 or 6 hours taking advice. What are you talking about? I wasn't giving him any advice. Just there getting advice, you know what I mean? Learning a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, my cousin put me onto a bunch of stuff, and then he hooked me up with the mentor that he has been hooking him up, which is his cousin. So you know what I mean? Met a new network partner here, man. I mean, just I like it. That's what I like doing. I don't hang out with people and talk about nonsense. If we're not talking about advancing our lives, taking care of our kids, our future legacies and bouncing around ideas. I don't want to hear it, man. Like I'm straight up like that. Like, and I was over there. I supposed to have been only over there for like a couple hours, and I ended up being there for 6 because he was talking the right kind of way. He was talking about making money. He was talking about God. He was talking about his spiritual connection to God directly and all this stuff. And he has that vigor on him. Like he's 40 and he's going through the same type. He has that same kind of energy. Like it's like we're both like 22, like two 22-year-olds talking to each other. It's crazy because people tell me that's the way I come across, but I don't know it. But that's the way he came across to me, like just like a young dude. You know what I mean? I even forgot about his age for a whole minute, man. Just like a young dude with a new lease on life, but then with that seasoned vet, mentality like, hey, look, I'm gonna start these businesses, I'm gonna vlog, I got my camera right here, this is my plan, my girl gonna be doing it. I'm like, man, you got this laid out. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like it just reassured me I'm doing the right thing. When you vibing on the right level, man, you you do bring in your soul tribe, or your soul tribe will be watching you for a while, and eventually when you get your stuff together, you know what I mean? But my cousin been reaching out to me for a year and a half, man. He been trying to reach out, trying to hang out with me for a while. I just had to go hermit mode, man. I told y'all I wouldn't hang out with nobody, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? But like now I'm getting back around. I'm ready. I'm telling you, when you ready to make moves, you'll know it, man. It's like I gotta get up out of here. I need to see the world. I gotta make this money. I gotta make some change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not my mind ain't here anymore. My mind is all over the place. It's in all different countries. It's thinking about making money in a way that ain't nobody else doing yet. And that's why I don't watch other content creators. I need to innovate some stuff. I'm looking at the world differently. And I gotta tell you, you other content creators, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Um, 24-hour block. You content creators motivate me with the way that you like to put yourselves in secret competition and try to keep up with what I'm doing and getting inspired by me, man. That right there lets me know a couple different things. God has really put an anointing on my life, and it makes a lot of people jealous. And it also tells me a lot of people are idiots, and I don't have nothing to worry about. If these idiots can make it, I'm good. I'm good. You know, it's crazy to me. It's like, well, goodness gracious alive, how many people want to eat off my plate? I'm like, okay, damn, I must be him. Well, I knew I was him, but I'm like, I'm really him. Man, I mean, already. And it's whatever, man. You know, look. The reason why God made me in the way where I'm always able to upgrade and I get these innovative ideas because we're bouncing ideas around, man. And I'm telling you that inspired me. That's why I told you I'm real picky and selective about. It took my cousin like a year for me to finally go over and hang out with him, but a year and a half actually. But he never stopped hitting me up. Every time he goes out with the party crew, he hits me up. He got me in the Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? He's messaging me, bouncing ideas to me, and then finally like, hey, um, go ahead and link up and talk about this for a little bit. And that camera he has, man, I got to get that DJI camera, man. I got to. I got to have it, man. Hey, what's going on? Why does it matter? What's going on, y'all? Listen, I'm just having a discussion with y'all, you know what I'm saying, late at night. I got a whole new format I want to run with the channels. We're definitely going to be focusing more on Thailand and the Philippines. Man, he was showing me some videos, and I'm glad he's going to vlog because he knows his way around the Philippines. He really does, man. And I know he recognizes his ability to do it, but I don't think he knows the level of professionalism and enthusiasm he has for it. Because when he was showing me these videos, right, he was like, "See, this is where I was at, and you see those orange stairs over there. They go up to this, and this is my favorite island in the Philippines, and this is considered the city, and this is considered the Providence, and you want a Providence girl, and da-da-da." I'm like, "Man, you got this down, man. You go over there, you're gonna be good." And he's Southern. He's South Carolina country. I'm from the Carolinas, but my mom was really big on us speaking a certain way, so I don't really have the accent like that unless I'm talking for a long time, get a little bit too tired or a little bit drunk, and then that country comes out. But he's South Carolina country all the time. So and he has dread. So could you imagine, you know what I'm saying, a veteran from South Carolina with a heavy accent in the Philippines and in Thailand? He was telling me he'd be doing karaoke over there. He'd be doing all kind of stuff, man. He said it's a different energy, and a lot of guys say this, right? But hearing it out of my cousin's mouth, while he has that twinkle in his eye again. When guys have that vigor for life, man, it's like a look in their eyes, man. He got that look like, man, I'm ready to conquer the world again, man. Like a new lease on life. And that kind of energy, I can see that it's contagious. But I'm the kind of person where I give credit where credit is due, though. So I made sure I gave my cousin his flowers before I left and told him I appreciate this and that. You know what I mean? And hey, if you got any more advice, I humbly appreciate it. Make sure you slide it my way and all this and that. And you know, he's more humble than me. Like when I was talking to him, I noticed stuff. I can always look at myself from a third person perspective. After like I talked to him last night on the phone, and I was excited to talk to him, but I'm so used to these podcasts. So like he was talking to him, I kept cutting him off. I noticed that, and he never said nothing. He just let me do it, right? And he's just so humble. He just didn't care. And then today I was doing it again when I got to his house, started cutting him off. Never said nothing, but I pick up on energy. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm okay. Oh, I'm cutting him off. I did it repeatedly. I was able to catch it mid conversation and stop doing it altogether. Without him having to say nothing, I noticed I'm cutting him off. I was doing this last night. That's disrespectful as hell. I can just wait, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like I was cutting him off to be like, oh no, you're wrong. He was like just being excited, like, yeah, cuz. But I'm like, man, look, slow down, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pick up on stuff, man. That's why I say when I was watching too much of these American black women on these podcasts trying to be real slick with their words, and we can all pick up on it. My cousin was talking about it to me. He was talking about like, I'm glad you one of the few dudes on here that be calling out these American women without being scared of getting canceled, da, 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 da. Because a lot of dudes won't say the truth about things, man. And he was really cracking up when I was talking about the tainted tart coochie. And I'm like, hey man, a lot of dudes won't speak about it because they're embarrassed. But these women are running around thinking that their taint tart coochie is normal, and it's not. It's not. And I believe that when it stinks like that, it's not just a pH imbalance or whatever. It's more like they're living trifling. You know what I mean? And we shouldn't be accepting it. So I want to slide that in there again for all you taint, tarnished, tuna smelling coochies out there that still walk around like, you deserve the world. I have to slide it in. What y'all don't understand is, real quickly, I got to say it because my cousin and me were talking about it's traumatizing. It's traumatizing. We were discussing the smells and they seemed very familiar, very traumatizing. See, y'all be inflicting traumas on us and you don't even be realizing it because dudes ain't going to run around and be like, yeah, I was with old girl and she was, you know what I'm saying? Mm, mm, you can't do that. Dudes will be like, oh, you got something. Oh, you can't say nothing. So you just keep quiet about it. But if I get on here and I'm like, man, I got this thing where if it stinks, I'm going to tell you. And I'm doing you a favor because no one else is going to tell you. They're just going to hit it from behind. They're going to have their like jacket or their shirt over their nose and then they're going to get done and finish in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that. Your nasty, stinking ass self. That's what they're going to do. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? If no dude want to eat it, it stinks. Now, I know a lot of black guys don't eat it, but a lot of us do. Me and my cousin was talking about it. We both be eating women out. So if you ain't got no dude that want to eat it out, it stinks. Okay? And if it has a smell to it, that's not natural. Anyway, back to the subject, man. We were talking about a lot of different things, man, a lot of great ideas. And again, that's why I'm glad I'm the way that I am. I don't listen to trolls. I don't listen to commentary from podcasts that seem like they're speaking about my archetype in a shady way. It doesn't matter to me. These are people doing what everyone else is doing. When you're a maverick and an innovator, your ideas seem crazy and weird to people. I remember when I was speaking this way, like I'm speaking about energy and, talking about how you got to make sure that you're around the right people, and got a lot of content creators and dating coaches that were gaslighting me and, trying to be cute and all kind of different stuff, you know. But then I started noticing them, actually leaning into it, actually starting to wear crystals. Actually, you hear people speaking about soul ties, mainstream soul ties, and being with a bunch of partners, vaguely, teeter-tottering around celibacy and, laying with people too much, and how doing that out of wedlock causes, them energies we put on you. I see this stuff being said now when it was laughed at a year and a half or so ago. Hang on for a second. Hang on. I got a lot of fans in here. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys take a seat. Okay? I'm gonna have you take a seat for 24 hours and watch from the back. You know what I'm saying? The back seat's way in the back, man. I don't need you guys talking right now. A grown man is speaking. Quiet down, quiet down. Grown man speaking. Grown man speaking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're used to in this country. I know what you're used to. The single mother, lifestyle where what she says goes and whatever a man says gets gaslit. This is my shit. You come over here and you sit down or you get lost. Anyway, the ideas were, flowing, man, and that energy. And he was showing me these women. Like, I'm so tired. I live in a modern day sundown town. Yes, I said it. I live in a modern day sundown town. Listen, hear me out. Everything closes at 9 or 10 o'clock, and the sheriffs are sitting on the side of the road. It's a one road town, man. It's a one road town. Nothing's open past 10. You got to drive through it to get where you're going. Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. How are you shutting everything down at 10 p.m.? Life doesn't continue. We're robots. We're going to go sit in our charge boxes at 11 p.m. until 6, 8. What is going on? I'm done, man. I am out of here. I'm done. I mean, he's showing me Thailand. They got stuff going on 24 hours. Always something going on. And they got dispensaries and shit right on the corner. Go right over here, get a joint, and then go about my business, man. You know what I'm saying? Walking around at night. See, when I'm over there walking around at night with my shades on, you wouldn't be talking shit then. But because I'm here and there's nobody, it's like, oh, what are you doing wearing shades in the middle of the night? You won't say that same shit when I'm in Thailand wearing shades in the middle of the night. You won't say none of that crazy ass shit. You be like, oh, that looks dope. It looks good. You know what I'm saying? I'm mentally in Thailand already, so why wouldn't I be wearing my shades at night? Look, man, y'all gonna have to speed up, man, because I'm not gonna slow down. All right? You know what I mean? Speed your thinking up and slow your mouths down. I'm listening to that girl, man, again off that podcast, that speed talking chick. I gotta do a reaction video to this chick, man. She talks too much, she talks too fast, and women need to know that yelling and fast talking doesn't get your point across any greater. You need to make sure that you're doing what you need to do with fewer words. You know what I'm saying? I hear a woman that talks too much. I already know. Ain't no woman in history needed to talk her way into anything like that. Your looks and your feminine aura should do enough. If you doing a bunch of shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that one YouTuber talks about. She's a bird. Forgot the name of that dude, man. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't got time for these goofball goobers, man. Man, he's showing he's talking about, man, these women over there. You got to be careful because, you know, there's obviously night walkers. They will grab your junk or whatever, da 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 da. And then he was saying, like, women in general aren't used to good smelling guys over there. You know, because, you know, we're big on hygiene in my family. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, dudes over there, I guess, walking around smelling like ass. You know what I'm saying? And so these women, when you smell really good, that's like the first thing they notice that you're taking care of yourself. Because just like those guys be wearing those weird outfits over there, listen, they're guys without style in the States. My cousin said they're taking advantage of the fact that the women don't really care about how you dress over there. That's what they're doing. But they can't dress here either. I'm not going to go over there and start wearing colorful polo or, you know, pull over V-neck shirts and, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some open toe type of slides. Whatever they be doing over there, you know, no. I'm taking my freshness with me. You know what I'm saying? And you can be fresh like I've showed you without a bunch of labels and brands on. You know what I mean? You wear the clothes. The clothes don't wear you, man. Come on now. Keep up with me. Listen, when you are speaking to people that are vibrating high, it does recharge you. That's why I say it is okay to have a wolf pack. But you being friends with everybody, absolutely not. See, a good person, you never have to pay attention to the in between. You know what I'm talking about? That space in between, like in conversation where they're saying something else. They're saying one thing, but they mean something else. When you're around good people, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? My cousin's so humble. If you know, I wasn't big up in him, he was big up in me, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it was good energy, man. It was never. I was like, what do you mean by that? And what you trying to say? None of that. Never. Not a single time. And then that allows you to, you know, go ahead and relax and not feel like you need to be checking somebody. And it allows for your mind to start flowing properly. And then I mean these ideas rolling, man. And it really did, you know what I'm saying, give me a new pep in my step and reminded me I need to get myself together a little bit quicker and get my butt over there to Thailand. Things are lining themselves up. I was wanting my cousin to live in Thailand anyway. I'm like, man, dude, in the Philippines, I need to talk him into Thailand, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna do me no good in being in the Philippines. I need to be in Thailand, show me around. You know what I mean? And then we help each other out. So, you know, he's gonna talk his girl into it. And again, just watching them talk to each other on the phone. She was sitting there falling asleep, waking up, watching them talk to me, cheesing and smiling and everything. Man, that was dope. That was dope, man. That's that good energy, man. That's a good energy, man. And he's like, oh, all the women over there are like that. They treat you like a king. I mean, he was saying a whole lot of stuff. So I'm gonna put that on the yeah, on the Patreon type stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him up and make a live stream with him and put part of it on the Patreon because some of the stuff that he was saying, I'm like, what? Come on now, what? I'm gonna get over there, but look. I'm still gonna maintain discipline and look for a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I'm not gonna get over there and fall into my lower vibrational self and just be smashing cheeks everywhere. I'm not gonna do it. I guarantee you. Okay, guarantee you that. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at some of the videos he was showing me, and it's not even. It's just the feminine energy, not of the streetwalkers or the strip clubs that are like out there on the streets and stuff, but just the women that were like walking up to these dudes, that dudes are walking up to and talking to, and the smiling, and they're thicker than you think. They're thicker than you think, and their hygiene is on point, according to my cousin. All right, and we're talking about the same type of stuff when it comes to feminine coochie odor and the traumatizing effects it has on men for the rest of their lives. So you have women out here talking about D sizes, but no man is really putting them out about their tartness and taintness of the coochie coo, and it needs to be spoken. It's something that makes you super. That kind of stuff makes you ask a woman, hey, what do you eat every day? A lot of acid, a lot of chips, any red dye 40. You drink a lot of liquor, like Hennessy. You be asking questions, man. Do you wear tight clothes all the time? Do you walk around your house wearing tight clothes too? Do you ever let it breathe? Do you lay in a tub ever? You got to ask these questions, man, because if you don't, y'all be thinking it's all cute. Brothers, please, if they're wearing tight clothes all day long and they're kind of thick, don't you see that's friction? That is friction. You know what I'm saying? So, I have friction going on. There's going to be a little bit of funk going on as well. STDs could be causing the odor as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that causes some of the tartness. But I think they're doing a lot of weird stuff. I don't think they're showering as much as we think that they are. And wearing tight clothes without letting, your stuff breathe, it's not going to never work out for you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't want to dwell too long on that, but you guys know I'm not the only. It's traumatizing. It really is. And I haven't had tart coochie probably in over 15 years. In over 15 years. And right now I'm reliving. You know what I'm saying? You never can forget. You know what I mean? You never can forget. So listen, y'all. I'm gonna say this before I go. When you're a Sigma man, a lot of times you're ahead of your league, ahead of your time. A lot of people will be making fun of you. They'll be gaslighting you, trying to be cute, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make fun of what could be perceived as psychic ability somewhat to a certain level, recognizing patterns and with your natural, man's intuition. I'm kind of feeling like that could be considered a little bit, but you have a lot of fools that want to gaslight you. But if you notice, they always mock you and they copy you. You know what I'm saying? They do it every time, my brother. It never fails. They mock you, then they copy you, hoping that no one notices. They mock you, then they copy you, because they can't help but get on board. You are a trendsetter, and when you start doing things and they notice others are doing it, they're also followers and they get on board. But when they mock you, I think they feel like it makes people think that they don't like you or whatever and would never copy anything you do. But if you watch how they move and don't listen to what they say, man, these haters are picking up on everything you do, studying you like a college exam. You know what I'm saying? Hoping to ace the test. I mean, they're out here looking you over, looking at how you dress, trying to figure out your workout, your skincare routine, trying to figure out how many times a day you work out. What does your sleep schedule look like? Do you ever sleep? Whenever you come up with a new innovative way to get content out, you'll notice that they're doing it right after you. You know what I'm saying? You look up Opus clips and you start clipping it up. Next thing you know, everybody doing Opus clips and clipping it up. You're noticing stuff. You're watching people watch you. And what happens when you watch people that watch you, you start noticing you're being studied by different groups of people, not just content creators, rappers, actors, motivational speakers, neuroscientists. You notice all this stuff. You notice people starting to come up with new theories about the brain and about elevation and what happens when you elevate. And I'm like, that sounds like what I'm doing. You notice what people are doing. You notice what people use the internet for. So you move different. You don't need to get on here and put out all your business no more and how to get things done. You know people are studying you. You get online less. You want to study me? Don't worry, motherfuckers. I'll make it hard for you to do it. I'll make it hard for you to do it. I want you to make a bunch of assumptions whenever you're studying me and putting out all your bullshit and not never really know exactly what I do. You can't jump in here as a troll and then try to pick my brain to run back and start coming up with new. No, 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 no. I see everything that's going on around me. I know how I'm being watched. And I was just thinking the government was studying me. Well, hell, I guess they're studying everyone using AI. I'm pretty much sure that AI is running the show. I'm pretty sure, as a matter of fact, if men make enough stink about things, AI will start pushing our content to the top. I believe the algorithms of the AI is programmed to go with what's trending. We think that it's about taking down men, but I really believe that the AI that's running us, is running all of our algorithms and all our social media and whatnot, is run off of what's trending and obviously, depopulation, but what's trending. And if men are making a big enough stink and if things go enough mainstream, we're already seeing a switch. There's a new movie out, and I know a lot of Caucasian males are upset, but you need to get past that because what it is a sign. Because the Most High is going to speak through his representation of him in this realm. That's the most pure. You pick up what I'm putting down. Stick with me. Gladiator 2 is coming out, and my man's Denzel Washington. He is going to be the main character. Now, let me make you understand something. Everything has been hijacked by this movement to where we've had the female king and all this other stuff, and Marvel's going to trash and all these, you know what I'm saying, weird rewrites and changing characters to women. Well, for them to make a movie and have a black man as the main character, it's a show and shift of the AI that's running everything, letting us know a show of good faith and putting out one of our greatest actors, not only just a man, but a black man. Black men are talking about we're getting no love right now. All of a sudden, Denzel Washington's coming out in a movie that has a lot of prestige that hasn't been out for quite some time. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing that as a show of the AI shifting more towards balancing things out and trying to allow men to have somewhat of a voice and some kind of role models to look up to. It's no longer make us look like fools, dummies, and need to be replaced by women. It's going to show us in some powerful roles to balance things out again. That's what I'm looking at it as, because I look at it as all of our social medias are run by AI, and the AI is programmed, of course, but I think it's more along the lines of what's socially keeping people calm from causing any kind of social, divergency or eruption from what they're trying to push. Because again, it's about TV programming, and what they're doing is they're causing a whole bunch of glitches in the matrix, a bunch of neos, a bunch of me's to pop up and start teaching the gospel to people about waking up and paying attention and detoxing themselves and eating right, and not just detoxing from the things you eat, but grounding yourself, getting back in nature, and detoxing yourself from the bodies you lay with, getting your spirit right. So they're going to need to calm us down a little bit, and they're going to probably start dropping a bunch of man content or movies or whatever to kind of sedate us a little bit, you know, kind of calm us down. You know, they feel like we're getting a little bit feral, you know, and they don't like to see men thinking too much. So we got to give them some sports. Let's give them some things where men are really, you know, doing their thing, and let's sedate them a little bit, calm them down. It's kind of sounding a little bit too revolutionary here, and they don't want us to take a certain portion of the population and kind of deviate from what they're pushing, if you can pick up what I'm putting down. So listen, man, it's deeper than what you think. Those of y'all that aren't content creators looking for ideas to steal, but actually part of my soul tribe, you're definitely able to read between the lines, and you know what I'm saying. And if you're part of my soul tribe, you guys know I love you. And I'd appreciate it if you showed the love by smashing that like button. I want y'all to understand, I'm under heavy attack from other content creators that believe to think that life is about competing with others, and they don't know about competing, you know, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And going within. So they like to use me as a measuring tool for how they need to do better, coming up with better ideas, better aesthetics, and things of that nature. The problem is, I have a bunch of Negroes doing it. And if you don't know about the American Negro, there's a generational curse on us from slavery where there can only be one nigga. I knew I was going to say the N-word at least one time tonight. And with this Highlander mentality, these Negroes don't never want to acknowledge anyone of their own that's doing it, and they're copying from, but they'll continue to eat from your plate and hope no one ever notices. I know, it's sad. But I can't change these niggas, but I can get you to help me out. Smash that like button if you love authentic people. Smash that like button if you love pioneering people that go against the grain, even when other content creators are gaslighting them. Only for those same content creators to turn around and mimic every freaking thing I'm doing. Smash that like button if you're going through the same shit on your job, with family members, or if you're another content creator noticing the same thing. Smash that like button if you use it as fuel. Smash it, man. You're on the same team as me. You got a bunch of haters that come over and want to eat off of your plate and don't want to acknowledge nothing, and then piss in your face and call it rain. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, but don't worry. God is fighting your battles for you, taking one of these dummies out one at a time. They be like, why am I having this happen to me? Why is this turtle guy making my, because you copying off me. Y'all know y'all be watching me, man. Why do you think I have so much disdain for you? I see y'all doing this stuff, man. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about none of y'all, but stop coming over here watching me, bruh. Like, go watch someone else. You're not going to show no love. You think hitting the like button is going to have your channel pop up in my feed? No, I'm an engineer. When you watch my content, period, your channel's going to pop up in my feed. I'm an engineer. I know what that means. I build algorithms. Dummy. I already know you're watching me. So you can do the respectful thing, and maybe, you know, you won't get so much of this, you know, anointed energy where God don't like ugly, and you keep having things come up where, you know, you're doing stupid stuff, and then you end up doing something and shooting yourself in the foot, jumping on things too soon, having to try to double back, and now you look stupid, that kind of stuff. You know, some MTR type stuff. These people watch me, bro. They watch me. And instead of them sharing my stuff out or hitting the like button, they don't do nothing. And they ain't just doing it to me, they do it to a lot of people. All this content and intellectual property poaching that these content creators do is stupid as fuck. And then try to convince you that you're online on YouTube to share ideas. Yes, with people I want to share them with, jackass, not thieves. You know what I'm saying? The ego is in the way of you people. Again, gentlemen and ladies, part of my soul tribe. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with. Weirdos. You see, they're thirsty for just views. I don't even think that most of these people have a personality for real. Weirdos. Worrying about clout and subscriber count. Weirdos. You know what I'm saying? These same people will speak like they can't reach out to certain people because it would mess up their image due to the person being kind of viewed as kind of wild or whatever. But then these same people will bring on like Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? And they know that he said it literally. I got a character online. I do what I do. Leave me alone and play my character. And he be doing whatever the hell he wants to do. And they'll still bring him on the show. So it's like, well, what is it? Do you not believe in bringing on people that you probably get influence from, or you probably feel like you should get back to, you know what I'm saying? But their character is too wild for the internet and you go against it? Or is it just about whoever's big enough and their clout's right? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Again, I see this stuff and it's, to me, it's like, well, what innovate? Here's my thing. I got some plans to where I know I'm gonna go super viral when I get to Thailand, but the goal is to get that before I get there. But here's my thing. What have you guys, I've just gotten to the realm, the dating niche. I already tore up the whole narcissism niche and, you know what I'm saying, working my way. You guys, I'm bringing innovation to the niche. I'm bringing words and terminologies you were not using prior to me getting here. I'm making things make sense. I'm using psychology and all this different stuff, and I'm bringing it into the dating niche, allowing you idiots to sound smarter. What have you done to innovate the niche? What solutions? I see you guys showing all the problems, but what solutions are you bringing? And I don't want to hear about like a Kendra G, a dating show. She's not paying attention enough to the problems and working on the problems, a dating show. No, I'm talking about like, who's got content where y'all are making solutions? Real solutions while identifying the problems, while not pandering to females, allowing them to say all kind of fucking crazy Tom, Dick, and Harry shit, and no one really checking them. You know, allowing them to say it and thinking that stoicism is sitting there like, okay. Well, I have a little bit of a retort, queen, okay? Just a little bit, all right? That's not stoicism. No, that is just the single mother, you know, coming out you, and it's got that lock on your soul, and when the man needs to come out, you know what I'm saying? When you need to be a man, when you need to stick your chest out, that woman makes your chest sink in. And you know what I'm saying? You just, yeah, I'll do it. No, not me. I had a 2-parent household, man. My dad didn't take no shit from nobody. And his woman never disrespected him, and he never disrespected her. There's no need to disrespect her. She ain't disrespecting you. So I'm not going to deal with any of this nonsense that y'all keep throwing around. I'm going to continue to preach the gospel of men taking their power back. I've said this before, and your boys were when I first started, but yeah, you know, these guys are always taking my shit. The man is the seed of life. And I know y'all like to say, oh, the woman brings forth. You carry the baby. You can't create shit without the man. You need the man's seed. Hell, if y'all could find a way to make seeds, you wouldn't have nothing to do with us. Still got to go to sperm banks. Still got to get some of that baby batter, even if it's from some junkie or some drunk that donated it to a sperm bank. You still need it. You still need it, right? The man is the seed of life. If men use that energy and put it towards other creations, we can easily create without the burden and the stress that women carry when they try to create. And what we don't do, and what I don't see too many women doing, is we don't take and come up with ideas from stealing from other people. We innovate, we come up with new stuff, and then we'll optimize it and make it work for us. We'll be so innovative, man, that it's gonna look so smooth and so easy, everyone's gonna wanna copy it. I don't see women coming up with innovation. Of course, you know, a lot of people think that they're smart when they can just mirror what they see other people do. Monkey see, monkey do does not make you a smart person. It does not. Everybody can recognize patterns if they're paying attention. And then once you recognize a pattern, studying someone over and over and over doesn't make you smart. It doesn't. As a matter of fact, it takes away from any level of intelligent, innovative thinking you could ever have. Because you think that you're slick just by stealing from someone or noticing certain patterns that might start trending. No, man. That's not how it works. You'll never be nobody of importance. Listen, y'all. We got it figured out. We're rolling with it. Again, if I hear podcasters speaking of Sigma, I'm going to remind you, since y'all are really slick, there's only like 2 other people that spoke of Sigma in the dating coach type of niche, right? Man and woman, whatever y'all want to call it. Somewhat manosphere, RP, whatever. You know, Angry Man and another dude, Anthony Spade. These guys made a couple videos about Sigma male, not letting it know that they are, and they left it alone. I'm the only one that's been driving it home in this niche. Black women don't reach out, outside of anything to bring something in. The only way a black woman's going to bring up Sigma male is if she sees a black man that she respects identifying himself as such, and then she will look into it. We're not stupid, okay? So when you bring up Sigma, when only words y'all been using lately is alpha and beta, who are you getting it from? Your boy. Your boy. Hence the reason why I called myself a Sigma instead of an alpha in the first place. You are going to acknowledge me. You're not going to be able to get around it. You're not. I'm too smooth. I'm too many steps ahead of y'all, man. I used to work for the White House. Are you crazy? What are you low IQ individuals going to do with the way that I can step around you and in front of you and stay ahead of you at all times? What are you going to do with great ease? Keep copying me, please. I don't speak about who doing it individually anymore because I love to alchemize negative energy. Once I see it, I use it to alchemize. I hit the don't recommend channel or whatever anymore. Block your goofy ass so I don't have to watch you try to be a version of me. And I take the energy and I build off of it. Just that simple. Don't see too many people doing stuff that's innovative. And a lot of these old formats, like these panel discussions, if they don't change, and they're consistently women getting off everything they want to say, and then men saying a few words back, but not really, engaging on the same level, that's just going to die out, man. We don't want to sit here and see women using the panels to say, this is what they're doing. They're using these panels to say things about men to the men and about the men that they want to say, without having the men that they want in front of them to say it to, because they can't get them. So they watch men that they like get irritated, then run on a panel and start saying the goofiest shit that no one ever discusses, like single fathers and stuff of that nature. Women are wanting their doggone baby daddies to be more involved. So why would a woman not like a man that's a single father? A single father shows the ability to care about someone else besides himself and do it to a great capacity. And if he's taking care of the child right and his money's right, it also shows a level of maturity and leadership, and he can lead a household and a family. Why would a woman not like that? You're getting online saying nonsensical shit, showing that you're in your feelings, you're not looking at the stats, and you always hear women talking about, well, I don't, and I think, and I got a friend that's my cousin's brother's sister's half nephew said, I don't care what your goofy ass personal experience says. The stats say otherwise. The stats say the majority of people, you being the exception is not the rule, the majority of women and the majority of, they never bring this stuff up. They never bring up stats and then try to logically disqualify those stats with facts. It's always, I think and I feel. My brothers, do you give a shit what she thinks and feels? You're not dating her. So why do these panel women get to get on here and just be all big back, or thick-necked, sitting there trying to cover up with jackets and coats and things in the middle of the summer, You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to talk all this yin yang about men. Well, look at yourself. Look, are you outside of your feminine frame and weight and everything else? You know what? I'm like, look, it's easy to see why these women don't have men, but no one's telling this. Obviously, they can't tell them they're big back. But they can still tell these women, the way that you speak, the way you choose to articulate and allow words to come out of your mouth that you know you can say differently is the way you will be judged. I don't care what society is saying where don't shoot the messenger, no. Headshot, bang, man. I don't want to hear it. You're held accountable for what comes out your mouth. If you're a woman and you speak in a vile, filthy, speed talking, seem like you've been traumatized and you're carrying it with you, and you don't have a conversation to learn or to respond in a healthy manner. You're listening to just counter. You're listening to just say something back. You're listening to regurgitate something you heard online that might check that dude, because you're not coming up with this stuff. You don't have any original thought. So it's all filed shit from the content that you watch all day, which is tainting your mind. It's tainting your mind. And you log all this stuff. So when a guy says something that you don't like, you can go through your Rolodex of the content that you've seen and say some shit and put them in its place. How is that solving your problem? Getting you where you need to be? You're not worried about it. You just want to check somebody. You want to check me? I'm done with it, man. I see all these goofball female. If I heard at least some new original thought, I would respect it, even if it was stupid. They're saying the same stuff, and the minute a man starts talking, they get triggered. And they just start spitting off this crap. And no dude says, hey, so we're having a conversation about feelings now? No one ever, they'll be like, well, I feel, whoa. It's be like, whoa, easy. Did I tell you this morning when I first got up, I felt my tummy rumbling and I had to go and do the morning poopy? Did I tell you that? No one cares about how I felt this morning, and I don't care about your fucking feelings. What stats and facts that you can back up and cite that you're getting this information from? And your anecdotal experiences from the goofball people you bring up that we can't even fucking verify, right? Just going off of what you're saying, right? Because it sounds good. Absolutely not, man. Why are y'all letting them get away with this, dude? Then I start thinking, maybe they're just trying to trigger men that keep watching their raggedy ass podcasts. Then they're getting these women to trigger these men for no good reason instead of checking. No one's checking them. Not checking them like you should. You're letting them, they will let these women rattle off like almost 10 minutes. Then a dude will speak for like a minute. Thinking he's being stoic. I can't let her. This is how y'all know y'all are weak. Y'all are goofy. This is how you males know you're weak. You're worried about what that woman thinks and what everybody else thinks. That's weak, man. It's weak. Man, you check that motherfucker the same way you would check a dude, and then you go about your business like a man. I'm worried that they're gonna think I'm soft and I'm sensitive. They're gonna have something to say about your weak ass no matter what. Y'all are weirdos, man. Y'all are weirdos. That's why I don't mess with you, man. I don't mess with you. You be seeing these soft-spoken dudes on these channels. I can't get too loud, because then I'll come off like I'm angry and misogynistic. Dude, be a man. Be a man. This is why people that don't do what they need to be doing and holding the line, you're going to get phased out. You're going to try later on to start trying to be more stern. It's not going to come off authentic, though. It's going to come off fake, okay? It's going to come off fake. You can't have these women on here just rattling off a bunch of nonsense that they decided to counter you with, because you know when you let a woman take you down a rabbit hole of just saying what she thinks and what she feels without having her base herself in reality with stats and facts, she's going to have you, once you're outside of reality of stats and facts, nothing means nothing. Now it's just your opinion versus my opinion, and what you believe versus what I believe, and how you feel versus how I feel. We can't live in a society, in a world like that. That's how women communicate to each other. That's not how men talk or get anything done. No society would ever get built or get, you know what I'm saying, or stay going or, you know what I'm saying, improve or have innovation if men were always like, look, man, I feel like you think you running everything. I feel like you think you're running everything. I feel like you think you're better than me. You know, it don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. But on these podcasts, it's a you can literally shut down what they're saying and throw their whole mind off if you check them right when they say, well, I don't care what you feel, what stats and facts you got. They'll glitch up because they're about to go into a diatribe of some shit that they done heard. But once you throw their mind cycle off, that's when they'll start glitching, and then they'll start looking for something else to say. Then they'll start gaslighting you. And once they start gaslighting you, well, they done lost. Because it has nothing to do with what you're talking about. They're just saying things to make themselves feel better. Oh, I think you're getting a little sassy right now. Oh, you feel that way? Well, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you feel anytime a man is winning an argument that he's getting sassy, right? I don't care what you feel. I bet you also feel like every one of your exes, it was all their fault why you broke up, right? I'm sure you feel and think that way as well. Why would I care about what you got to say about me if I don't even care what you got to say feelings-wise about your exes or about how you feel for the day? It's all a fleeting thing. It don't mean nothing. You'll be mad in that moment and try to gaslight me and call me sassy, implying something else. And then an hour and a half later, when I work out on TikTok, you'll be drooling and using your rose. I don't care. We know not to listen to you. It's just kind of crazy. These podcasts are letting women, I'm not talking about the whatever podcast, but letting these women get on here and not checking them. Because that whatever podcast, them two dudes, that Andrew dude be on it. He be sitting there, they got a screen with this dude in the middle of the screen. Like they have the podcast set up. This dude will pop up in the middle of the screen. He just be looking around like, okay, which one of you chicks gonna be on? Smoking a cigarette, which one of you chicks gonna be? It's kept in check. It's kept in check. They don't let women, and he don't do it in a disrespectful way. He used his brain to articulate and make them look and sound stupid like they are without saying it directly. Why don't this get done on any other podcast? You can't sit around and just let women say whatever or anyone say whatever. You have to bring some shame into the conversation. What do you mean you think and you feel? That's how you gonna start off this thing? I think and I feel. I'm not your man. I'm not here to make you feel good all night long. It's not my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Lionel Richie. Get your ass up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I feel and I think. I don't care. What is wrong with you? Why are we on podcast? Grown women, 30s and 40s. Oh, I think, oh, lady, are we a little bit too grown to be on here talking about what we feel like and think while we're having a discussion to represent thousands and thousands of people of our gender or whoever believes the same way that we do? Shouldn't we be doing a little bit better than I think and I feel? So you can check these females without even having to have all your ducks in a row or a full conversation. When you point out idiocracy, you don't have to go down the rabbit hole listening to what they say. You nick it in the bud in the beginning. We're not having a discussion about feelings right now. Or are we? Because if we want to switch it over to that, then I can just talk all kind of ways about how I feel about you and how I feel about your message and how I feel about you representing black people and black women. We can go into that, but you're not going to leave out of it without having a hard time getting to sleep at night, especially without crying. We can do that, but we need to keep it on facts, because once y'all switch it over to feelings and then you get sassy, well, don't get mad at a man for checking that sass. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me. You want to be able to speak how you want to, and I'm supposed to sit there and take it, and that's supposed to be stoic. Who, what, when, where, why, and how? What? No, not a single man in history that has been worth anything has ever done that. No, you can kiss my black ass. I don't give a shit what you think a real man is. I don't give a shit what you think sassy is. And I don't care what you find attractive. I don't care what you think or feel. There's too much of what you think and feel floating around the internet, and that's why you have all black women and most American women looking crazy. Because y'all go into an emotional think and feel moment, grab your phone, put your makeup on, throw your wig on, and then go cry in your car. Yes, you're gonna cry in the car. Yeah. You're crying in the car. Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm looking at these women over there in Thailand and the Philippines. Oh, man. They're getting coconut, you know what I'm saying, right off the tree, bringing it to you. My cousin was like, the food. You can tell once you leave and come back that they're poisoning us, cuz. You can tell. And I'm like, he's like, gained weight. I've been shitting all the time since I got back. I'm like, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. Man, they got good, healthy food over there. You're eating good. You're living good. Your mind is clear. The beach is right in front of you. Women everywhere in their femininity. Oh, I'm manifesting right now. I'm thinking about it. I'm there. I'm there mentally, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm done. Listen. Also, before I go, gentlemen, you're going to have haters no matter what. You're too fly. You're too dope. I'm going to need for you to lean in. Lean into whatever you feel like. Lean in. Give them something to talk about, nigga. Lean in. Don't hold back nothing. Lean in. Be yourself. Be that character. Lean in. Let them talk about you. Let them talk about you. They need to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? They watching you anyway. Give them a reason to say your name out loud. Let them talk about you. Hey, what's going on from Russia? How y'all doing? How y'all living? I appreciate y'all checking in. I love it when y'all check in from these other countries. Hey, when y'all are checking in or y'all are watching me from any other country but America, let me know in the comment section. I appreciate seeing people from other cultures and across the globe listening to a country boy, a war veteran of America that wants to start over and live his life in alignment with God and find his queen. Welcome, 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 Russia. I appreciate you. All right? So, gentlemen, remember that. You got it going on, man. Lean into that character. Give them something to talk about. Get more haters. Stack your haters. You should be having more and more by the end of the week every month, stacking them up. And when you lose a few, find a couple more. Lean into that character. Give them something to talk about. Have them talking about you every day. Have them in their videos trying to gaslight you for attention, trying to be cute. You know what I'm saying? Lean in, my brother. Lean in. I am done. I'm going to give my haters plenty to talk about while I'm laughing and smiling all the way to the bank, man. Life is good. When your perspective is right, your life is right. My life's about me, fool. I don't care what none of y'all think. Hey, what's going on? Do what you got to do, my brother. Stay in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? But you got people watching you no matter what. If you're a Sigma, anything worth your salt, you're definitely getting watched. So you definitely just, do what you can. Don't give them the codes for free. Just drop a little hint here and there and keep it trucking. Got to keep it trucking. Got the Soul Tribe checking in. I'm going to go ahead and mod you up over here. You model, you're model. There we go. Got to have at least one or two mods. Anyone that jumps up in crazy that's outside of the subject or disagreeing with what I'm saying, put them in timeout. Haters, did you hear what I say? I want to make sure I say it clear to give you ammunition. I said I want my mods to block anyone that disagrees with me. So take that and run with it. I want you to make some content saying I don't know how to take criticism and I don't know how to I don't know how you phrase it. You know how you betas do. I don't know how to politically debate with people that think that they're smart. Whatever you want to say, right? But take that and run with it. You understand? I'm listening to nobody that disagrees with what I say. I don't give a shit what you think. Why would I listen to you and what you're saying that goes against what I'm doing that's in alignment with God the best that I know, right? People that are in alignment with me don't get what I say. You're obviously moving ill intent. And if I entertain you, then that means I'm worried about others perceiving me as weak for not entertaining you. So now I'm all in my head already. No, first instinct, you're a goofball goober. You're blocked. You don't get my energy. You don't get to play in it, play around with it or nothing. You get gone. Just like that, right? I'm not going to debate or be like, well, I don't want to come across like I'm weak and let them talk about me. Time out. Done. Give you something else to speak about. Alchemize your energy whenever I see you trying to throw shade my way. Makes no difference to me. I win either way. I am non-stop winning, jackasses. You can't beat me. The more I see people that have more subscribers than me gaslighting me and stealing from me, it motivates me more. The best thing you could have done was ignore me, turn your back, and never watch my content. But I'm too fly, I'm too dope, man. I'm just too dope. You know what I mean? This was, the way I was getting gaslit, so it's so crazy seeing people talking like me now. Y'all thought it was fucking shit that was funny, huh? You thought it was cute. It ain't cute, man. But it's a little bit too late to ride my wave. Okay, I got this on lock. I got it on lock. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, say what you need to say. And I'm talking to the males as well. Because you males, a lot of you are raised by single mothers. I'm listening to your podcast, and I already said it, but you're admitting to it. Like, yeah, a lot of us were raised by single mothers. Yeah, nigga, I already called you out. I know. You look like a single mother. You think like a single mother. You act like a single mother. You're emotional like a single mother. You're a loser like a single mother. Nobody wants you like a single mother, man. Go somewhere. Getting triggered when a man speaks his piece about a woman or group of women you have nothing to do with outside of your mom being one? Oh man, that's low vibrational, feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. There's nothing masculine about it. And y'all are the super softest dudes in the world on podcasts trying to come off whatever way. It don't reside well. It's not authentic. It's not got that je ne sais quoi. It's not really authentically masculine. Again, a lot of times, men that weren't raised by men don't find a good mentor. Then they'll search around the internet, look for guidance, and get triggered and then start doing too much like a woman would instead of basking in their masculinity, right? Not my fault. I was raised by my dad, had great uncles around me as well. Obviously, you can see my cousin was raised right and things of that nature. So, you know, I was very much so blessed. But you can also, as a man at any point in time in your life, decide that you want a role model figure and, you know, lean in that way, maybe reach out to him or whatever, instead of trying to figure things out while you have the heart of a single mother. It's not going to work out for you, man. It's not. It's not. So anyway, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. I just like to let my haters know how worthless and pathetic they are. You know what I'm saying? And how I don't lose no sleep over you clowns. And how I'm running circles around you while I have a minuscule amount of the subscriber count that y'all have. I'm going to be dangerous when my numbers go up. Woo, wait. See, you know, y'all be thinking it's the first time I've dealt with people that think that they're, what's the word I'm looking for? Elite. Only to have me come around and get jealous. I had the same problem when I worked at the White House, man. I had guys that didn't want to see me get promoted. They thought I was too young. The guys in my section would not take me to the promotion board. Had no reason other than saying that I'm too young to be an E6. I shouldn't be an E6 at 23 or 24, whatever it was. Something crazy like that. They had nothing to. A friend of mine trying to make. This is not nothing I just started dealing with. It's been like this all my life. Y'all think that you're bringing some new level of hate to me. You're bringing the same old game. And when I see Negroes doing it, well, that's the ones that were doing it to me before. Well, Negroes and Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? So I know the game. I see how it's laid out, man. I really don't care. Okay? I'm not impressed by none of you. I'm not impressed. And I can guarantee you that I'm already, you know, dropping innovation, but I'm going to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? For all the innovation I come up with. And I'm not going to stop because I can see my competition, what y'all consider to be. I don't see any of y'all got a thirst for life like I do. A thirst for knowledge, a thirst for learning, a thirst for teaching, and a thirst for being humbled and disciplined like I do. You know what I'm saying? Under God, I don't see it. I don't see it. And if I don't see it, there is no competition. Show me my opponent. I'll wait. Show me my opponent. I'm tired of y'all, man. I'm acknowledging that I see y'all out there trying, but I'm also acknowledging that you ain't got a chance in hell. You understand me? You understand me? You know what I mean? Y'all are lame as fuck. Anyway, to my actual soul tribe that rock with me, smash that like button. Drop me a comment. Even if you're in the States, drop me a comment. I need your guys' support. I have a lot of content creators watching me, a lot. I know what I'm talking about. And they're stealing off my plate and pissing in my face and calling it rain. Males and females. Now, they have no shame, but we're going to stay doing things the right way. I'm sure you guys agree that I definitely come out here and put out content any time of the day that I get a download. Cousin even told me that some of the stuff I'm saying, it just resonates with them. And I just be out here talking whatever comes into my mind. A lot of these people are feeling the same thing, but they don't know enough to acknowledge it with hitting the like button at least. I shouldn't get off a live stream and have 300 people in that live stream and only have 10 likes, 7 likes. You people are coming over, you're coming in through the shorts feed, top right, 3 dots, hit the like button. But according to my phone and YouTube Studio, most are direct. So they're hating on me on purpose while coming over here all the time. That's the devil. That's the devil in you. You know what I'm saying? That's you acting like a little boy and a little girl. And I'm not going to let you win. So if you rock with me and you part of my soul tribe, I'm going to make sure I say this from now on and reiterate to y'all how much hate I'm getting. They're watching me and studying me like a book, but don't want to give back by at least smashing a like button to give a little bit of good energy. Don't worry, God's got them. Don't you worry. But I want you guys to reiterate the positive energy, you know, mirror it and send it back to me that you get from me. The soul tribe, the ones that rock with me, the ones that know that I take and appreciate all of the messages and the knowledge y'all drop in the comments section. And I try to make sure I bring it up throughout the podcast or whatever. I upgrade the channel to keep up with the energy of the people watching it. I put a lot into the channel, and I just want to feel that reciprocation because it does bother me seeing it say 150 direct. That means that 150 direct people from whatever, you know what I'm saying, channel they have or whatever, come over here and watch it and don't smash the like button. And if it's direct, they know to smash the like button. They know to smash the like button. Do you think God's going to favor you like that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because I hear a whole lot of content creators lately telling their subscribers to the like button. And they'll be off just by a little bit. They'll have 350 people in there and they'll have like 278 likes. They'll have 500 people in there and they'll have 400 and something likes. That means that their soul tribe is rocking with them. I don't have enough of my soul tribe yet. I got a bunch of haters watching me. A bunch of content stealing haters that want to try to punish me by not hitting the like button because they know how important it is to hit the like button for the algorithm. It's all good. God's going to take care of me. It only takes one viral moment. I don't need for you fools to think that it's going to take me grassrooting it forever. It takes one viral moment of me looking the right way, saying the right thing at the right time. I don't need any assistance from you. But you doing the right thing when no one called you to come over here directly and watch my content, no one asked you to make you do it or nothing, but you come over here and you don't hit the like button. Don't you worry about that. That goes to show me that a lot of you content creators that talk about God really don't believe in God. You really don't. Because if you believed in God, you wouldn't be out here doing all that kind of ugly. I'm telling you. And what you don't understand is God don't like ugly. Now, a lot of y'all ugly as hell. All right? So, don't worry about it. God's got you. Soul Tribe, hit the like button. Remember, I love all of y'all, right? Some of y'all lost and need that tough love. But to my Soul Tribe rocking with me, love and light, I'm your brother, and I'm out.